Well, greetings once again, my fellow Star Trek fans, fellow modelers, fellow historians, and fellow lovers of everything interesting. I'd like to welcome you to another video, and this is going to be another modeling video. I'm going to show you guys, we're going to do an unboxing on another kit, and we're going to be going to Star Trek Enterprise, and we're going to be taking a look at the U.S.S. Enterprise NX-01. And this is Polar Lights. You can see the NX-01 on the cover with Captain Archer. And this is the 1/1000 scale. And this is a snap together, and you can do this in a couple of versions. And I'm thinking, I like the refit version, but we'll see. I'll show you guys the side of the box. You can see about doing the refit. Round 2. And let's see, includes, let's try to read this through the camera. Includes secondary hull with a larger deflector array and shuttle bay. The NX-01 refit. See, I like that one a little bit better. And you can see the different pictures of the ship. And let's check out the side of the box. This is kit number POL 966M-12. And this is a small kit, but this will be relatively simple to light. And I think they're the same on both sides. They are. Both ends, I mean. And looking at the other side of the box, you can see it's got the decals to do the Terran, the alternate universe Enterprise. And, you know, I like that. We might go that route, but we'll see. It's the I.S.S. Enterprise NX-01, the bonus Mirror Universe decals. And water slide decals include for the I.S.S. Enterprise. You can do the Enterprise NX-01, the Enterprise NX-01 refit, the Columbia NX-02, the I.S.S. Enterprise NX-01, and the I.S.S. Avenger NX-09. So that's really cool. And checking out the back of the box, it's got 84 pieces. And you can see the parts and decals included to build the NX-01 refit. And this was released in 2019. You can see it's 8.5 inches long, and it's got the dome base. So why don't we head over to the desk where we can check it out. We'll open it up, we'll go through the instructions, and we'll open up Captain Archer's U.S.S. Enterprise NX-01. Alright, so there's more room, and there's more light here. And let's go ahead and take it out of the box. Take off the plastic. And excuse the mess on the desk. We're doing the Titan. NCC 1701. That's actually from Star Trek Picard. That's the Titan A, not Captain Riker's Titan. Anyway, we're waiting for the paint to dry on that one. Again, I say it so many times, guys, opening up a new Star Trek model kit is like, is there anything better than that? Isn't that awesome? Alright. Let's check this out. You can see the box a little bit better without the glare of the plastic. And let's see, that's still, let's put it like that. First thing I noticed is we got the dome base. And you can see it's got the little ball and socket in order to position the ship the way you want. So that's always a good thing. Looks like we go right to the clear parts. So let's open this up. Looks like there's a couple of trees with the clear parts. And there's plastic wrap separating it. So these look like the chiller grills that are in the warp nacelles. And you better believe we're going to light them. Absolutely. We can do one of two things. We could put colored lights on the inside, maybe the blue lights, and leave it clear, or we can do the we'll paint it the clear blue. Probably end up painting them. I'm gonna put those over there, and there's some tissue paper, and we've got, looks like the bridge. You can see some of the other areas. I think that would be the deflector dish for the oh, actually, nope, my apologies, that's not a deflector dish. I'm not quite sure what that is, but these look like the Bassard collectors. And we have a couple of small lights, the beacons, probably the port starboard beacons, and the one in the front. Nice. Alright, now it looks like we have the main body of the ship itself. So this is pretty weird shape. I know my buddy Joe absolutely loved this ship. And he had the 1/350 scale, and he loved it. He did a really good job building it. So you can see the top half and bottom half. Now let's see, what is that? You can see it looks like a serial number, I'm not sure. But this is supposedly snap kit, so you can see the channels, or the little tubes where the pins are going to be pushed in. And it's got pretty good detail. I think what we'll do with this is I'll use the silver that we're using on the Titan right now. Let's see if I have that close by. Yes, I love the Rust-Oleum. I use this for the inside as well to reflect the light around, but for this ship I think that'll look good on the outside as well. Kind of like the Titan. Let's see, do I have the show you guys to give you an idea of what it'll look like. We're doing the Titan right now, and this is the Rust-Oleum, the chrome paint, and the way we were able to bring it down with the decals and some of the micro set. It kind of has that space kind of look, the way she appears on screen. So it's not going to look, I guess my point is, it's not going to look like that when we get done with it. So, and we have the decals on, and this is going to be really exciting. I'm looking forward to finishing her. U.S.S. Titan, the A. Alright, got off track a minute, but we'll do the same thing. We'll do the outside and we'll do the inside because it really reflects the light well. And looking at the bottom, again, the detail is really nice. You see the Bassard, the saucer pylons. Nice. And this is Tripp's ship. It's up to him to keep the ship running smoothly. You can see where the deflector dish is going to go up front and where the bridge is going to be. And again, we'll use the tiny lights. The little SMDs will work perfectly in here. Alright, so that's the main body of the ship. Let's see. And this looks like the alternate parts. It looks like you can see the secondary hull. You know, I really like the I.S.S. Enterprise, but I'm thinking I really want to do the refit. It would look more like my Enterprise, the NCC 1701. And you can see half right here. I think this would be the secondary hull. Perhaps that's the secondary saucer pylon. Go like that. Tentatively, we have to check out the instructions, but you can see the bottom. You can see where the stand, where it mounts to the base. And I'm wondering if that, yep, is the deflector dish right there. And you can see the part that comes out, the protrusion of the deflector dish. And I'm wondering if that's the impulse deck. Nice. Alright, what else we got? Looks like we got the other half of the secondary hull. And I think this might be the deflector dish housing. Not quite sure. And I'm not sure if this is the sensor dome. Nope. So I'm not sure where that's going to go, because it's not the bridge or the sensor dome, so that could go on the second, maybe in the back where the nacelles connect. And you can see, look like nacelle pylons, some kind of pylons, maybe to mount to the secondary hull. And let's see what else we got. There's more parts than I thought there would be for this little ship. And let's see, what do we got here? Looks like the outer part of the saucer section. You can see the windows, nice. Of course, we're going to be opening them up. And maybe the back where the impulse engines are. And more windows, okay. And looks like we got another tree, similar. Again, you can see the outer parts, the outer rim, the sensor bands, and I'm not sure what those are. And let's see, what is this? Looks like that could be the deflector dish. Maybe, maybe not. Because the deflector dish goes right in front on the primary part of the hull. No, I'm not sure. Just like these, I'm not sure if they're coolers for the Bussard collectors or the chiller grills. We'll see. And lastly, well, we got two more. So speaking of the Bussard collectors and the nacelles, you can see where we're going to put the light in. And this really isn't going to be that bad to light with the SMDs. This is going to be actually pretty fun. Nice. We'll do Captain Archer proud and T'Pol proud. Alright, let's get into the decal sheet. I want to check out those Terran decals. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the series, but they did Into the Mirror Darkly, or In the Mirror Darkly. And the actual episode is when, you guys remember in Star Trek, the original series, the Tholian web. They ended up being in Tholian space, but there was a rift, and the Defiant was phasing in and out, and when it phased out, it took Captain Kirk with her. But she went into another, and at the end of the episode, they do get Captain Kirk back, but Scotty goes, God only knows where it sent the Defiant. Well, Star Trek Enterprise, in the alternate universe, the Tholians actually capture and find the Defiant, so they're taking it apart and trying to fix it. Anyway, Captain Archer ends up taking it, and it's very powerful. And it's a pretty cool episode if you guys ever get a chance to check that out. You can see the markings, the I.S.S. Enterprise. I love it. What is it about the sinister Enterprise? I mean, even the original series, the I.S.S. Enterprise, it just looks so cool with the daggers and the planet, which incidentally looks exactly like Earth. You can see South America, Africa, North America. So I wonder why the Terran Empire would have the Earth as on their logo, but you can see we can do the Columbia, the Enterprise, the I.S.S. Enterprise, and the I.S.S. Avenger. The Avenger, I wonder if that was the Admiral ship when Archer had when he had gotten the Defiant to function and they were fighting. I wonder if it was the I.S.S. Avenger that was alongside of him that had the Admiral, and the Admiral wanted the Defiant, and Captain Archer didn't want to give it up. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to give her up either. You can see more decals for, I think those are docks, loading docks, or docking ports. You can see the nacelle markings. And I'm not quite sure what that is, but that looks pretty interesting. And again, we'll find out in the instructions. We'll go through the instructions. A couple of vents. Nice. All right, now let's check out the instructions. I think that's it. Yep, that's everything in the box. So we got Captain Archer's Enterprise NX-01 assembly instructions for kit number POL 966M-12. And we got a little bit of information on the front. The general assembly, highly detailed kit features precision tool parts for ease of assembly. Care and patience must be exercised. When it comes to the glue, the modeler chooses to glue their model. It is recommended that the instructions be examined carefully before applying cement. Of course, we're going to glue it. We always do. Sub-assemblies. The kit is intended to be built in sub-assemblies. This makes building the kit far more manageable. And decals and paint. The kit includes extensive water slide decals. Note that the large areas of Aztec paneling decals are applied first. Aztec decals, am I missing something? Unless this is general instructions for all the kits. Anyway, let's take a look at the actual instructions. You can see step 1 has a lot to it. You can see we're going to put the outer rim of the saucer section on. We're going to glue it kind of like the 537 Enterprise refit, where you got to do the panels along the edges of the primary hull. You can see a couple of the beacons, and we have the bridge, and it looks like a cannon in the front. So there's a lot in step 1. Then we go over to step 2, and that's the I wonder if that's the impulse deck. You can see the impulse crystal going in on top, and it kind of connects the rear nacelles. And if we're going to be doing the refit, it shows you what to do. And I love the refit. I really want to lean towards that. I like the I.S.S. Enterprise, but I'm really liking the refit. Anyway, we'll decide. We got some time to figure out which one we're going to do. So we go to step 3, and now we got the nacelles. You can see if you're going to be doing a refit, we put the little antennas onto the Bassard collectors. And if we're going to do the NX-01, it's going to be clear. and there's no little antenna. Break off these tabs on parts 16 and 18 if building the NX-01 refit version. Trap parts 25 and 26 between the nacelle halves during assembly. Those are probably the clear parts, and you can see the refit is going to be different. Again, going to the bottom, you can see the other one. It's going to be fun. The refit, looks like the Bassard collectors are not going to light up, or they may. I don't know. I'll try to find an actual picture of the refit NX-01 and we'll check it out. On to step 4, you can see we're mounting the nacelles onto the ship. And for the refit, alright, on to step 5. Looks like we're mounting it to the base. Now if we're doing the refit, we'll go on to step 5. And you can see how we're going to make the pylon nacelles, the nacelle pylons. We got the, looks like the impulse deck. We've got the deflector dish housing. And then that is going to go on the bottom of the ship, and the ship is going to mount onto the base. Like I said, I think I want to do the refit. You can see the other kits from Polar Lights, and I've shown you this one. We're actually going to be doing, what I want to do is I want to do the Pegasus with that one. That's going to be a fun video because we're going to make her look like she did when they found her, when Commander Riker ended up going to find her. And she had phased in and out, and she was trapped in an asteroid. We're going to do that background. So that's going to be fun. That's plans for that. And this is the Defiant. I don't have a model of the Defiant. And that is the NX-074205 U.S.S. Defiant from Deep Space Nine. And for the back, we're going to go to step 6. And that will be for the decals. And it's got a color guide. A is clear blue, B is clear red, C is clear green, D is metallic copper, E is titanium gold, F is silver, G is aluminum, H is gunmetal, I is steel, and J is pale green gray, K is light gray, and L is medium gray. Use in combination for NX-01 hull paneling. You can see the NX-01, where all the decals are going to go, as well as the painting guide. And you can see the I.S.S. Enterprise. That's pretty cool. I wonder, maybe we can do an I.S.S. Enterprise refit. You know what? Maybe we'll do that. And you can see the bottom of the ship. And I guess the bottom is the same. But speaking of the refit, you can see the decals. We get the bottom. And we got the port side, excuse me, the starboard side. That looks really cool. Yeah, why don't we do the I.S.S. Enterprise refit? That would be fun. And is that everything in the instructions? I believe it is. It is. And those are the instructions for Captain Archer's Enterprise NX-01. Now, they don't have anything on the inside of the box, which a lot of them do. So looking at the refit is nice. And You can see how the it's got the antennas on it. Primary hull, a secondary hull, the nacelle pylons. That's a really cool touch. And then you can see the regular NX-01. Yeah, you know, I want to do the I.S.S. Enterprise and I want to do the refit. So you know what? We're going to do the I.S.S. Enterprise refit. I think that's what we're going to do. It's going to be pretty fun. You can see StarTrek.com, round2models.com. You can see it mounted on the base. Includes dome base with metal support rod, 84 parts pieces. Lighting effects simulated. And again, there's a lot of pieces because you can make 4 different ships. So, yeah, you know, I'm really liking that idea. We're going to do that. We're going to do the I.S.S. Enterprise refit. And we'll do it, we'll mark it up, we'll do it as the I.S.S. Enterprise. And I'm trying to remember when I actually seen the NX-01 refit. I don't remember seeing that. Maybe is it at the end of the series? I'm going to have to look for that. But this is going to be a fun little build, and we're going to use the SMDs, and we're going to use the small power supply like we've been using. I'm actually going to see if there's a way maybe to put the power supply in the ship instead of trying to run down the wire. The problem that I have with that is we have to be able to change the battery, so it's not like we can just glue it inside. Anyway, we'll think of something. But my friends, I hope you enjoyed part 1. This is the unboxing and the introduction to the build series. This is the NX-01 from Captain Archer from Star Trek Enterprise. Thank you for watching, my friends, and until part 2, I'll talk to you soon.